What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Mike from Wicked Inc. and I'm here to bring you my review for The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 13, called Forget. Alright, so spoilers if you have not seen the episode. I will put the link in the description for my Guru page because I normally post the episodes there in 3 different parts, thanks to Now Showing. That's another page that they pretty much have the episodes up by midnight, Sunday night. So, or Monday morning, however you want to look at it. But they normally have the episodes there, so I'll grab them from there and throw them on my Guru page and I'll share them and all that stuff. So if you haven't seen the episode, check it out there. The link will be in the description below. But the first character I want to go ahead and touch on for this episode is Carol. Now, we already seen where she said, you know what I mean, she loves Alexandria because she gets to be invisible again. Well, she's got everybody fooled into thinking she's, you know, Molly Homemaker and all that stuff. But I think this is going to actually turn out bad for Alexandria. I guess you can say kind of the threat is within now because, I mean, our group, even though, you know, we're the ones who follow them, to Alexandria, they're kind of a threat because they've been out there for so long, you know, they're kind of just losing their wig a little bit. Well, Scarrow done scared this little poor child half to death. Almost peed on himself. Don't pee on yourself. Scarrow gets into the locker room and grabs some guns for her, Rick, and Daryl. She gets caught. Little kid, Jesse's youngest son. Well, the little boy catches her and says, you know, he's going to have to tell his mom or whatever. Carol just breaks bad on this little boy, okay? She tells this little boy that if he told anybody, she was gonna string him up outside the gate to a tree, tie him up to a tree, and just basically in a nutshell, let the walkers come for him. He can't move, ain't nothing he can do, he can scream, won't nobody hear him. Basically scared to death out of this poor little youngin'. So, which I mean, I understand, you know, she felt like that's something she had to do. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think he's going to tell anybody. So, it probably worked. Darren. Let's talk about Darren. So, we finally see Daryl bonding with someone. And it's Aaron. So, in case you didn't know, that's where Darren came from. Now, Daryl's out in the woods. Aaron comes up. Daryl hears him. Gets him to come out of the woods. Ask him why is he following him. Aaron lies and said he's rabbit hunting. Now, we all know that's a lie. So, they end up walking through the woods together, finding this horse named Buttons. Now, Buttons was also in the comic book. So, just keep that in mind for anybody who reads the comic series. But Buttons ends up dying, getting killed by walkers. Aaron had told him, you know, just a little prior that he had been trying to get Buttons and get him on the inside of the gate, but he always ran off. Of course, Daryl's the only one that can get close to him, of course. But anyway, so Buttons dies. They end up going back to Alexandria. Later on that night, Daryl is walking down the street. Aaron comes out of his house, asks him to come in and eat some spaghetti. So Daryl goes in and eats some spaghetti with him and Eric. A little bit of bonding time there. And then basically what they are going to do is Aaron has told Deanna to make Daryl a recruiter because he didn't want Eric risking his life anymore on the outside of the gates. So now Daryl is going to be a recruiter for Alexandria. Not only that, but Aaron and Eric had a bike that was disassembled in their garage that they're going to have Daryl now put together for them. And so I think that moment kind of, you know, put a little bonding aspect between Daryl and Aaron and Eric and all that. So I think things may be looking up for Daryl now. It got kind of cloudy there for a second, but I think things may be looking up for him now. Did that say the meat comes after? Oh my God. The character I like to get into is Sasha. Now we can clearly see that Sasha is really starting to lose her shit. She loses her shit at Deanna's party that she threw, the welcoming party that Deanna threw for all the new members. Straight up just lost her shit. One of the members from Alexandria came up to her and was wanting to know what her favorite dish was so she could cook it for her, and Sasha just lost it and walked out. She was the first one to volunteer to be part of the lookout in the tower because Rick basically told Deanna they need one up there now. So I think they're going to put Sasha up there. She's probably one of their best shots with that rifle, so I think she'll be good up there. Flip side of that coin, I don't know how well she's going to be able to handle doing something like that. Being alone up there all the time like that gives her a lot of time to think about stuff. Maybe even go a little bit crazier. So we'll see what happens with that. We finally get to see a little bit more of Jesse's husband. He's not acting as creepy as he was on the porch, but you can still kind of tell there's just something not right. Spoilers for anybody who has not read the comic series, but Jesse's husband in the comic series abused their son, and in turn, Rick killed him over it. I don't know if that's how they're going to play it in the show. It kind of looks like they're playing it different, but we'll just kind of have to see where they go with it from, you know, in the show aspect. We haven't seen any bruises or marks on either one of their sons, but, you know, it could be kind of under the clothes type thing where we just don't see it until later on down the road, possibly even next season. You see Michonne hang her sword up on the wall. Now, a lot of people are a little, you know, not taking this too well because a lot of people like to see her with the sword. I like to see her with the sword, but, I mean, you got to kind of, you know, she's got a new position. She's a constable for this community. So, you know, the sword represents when they were on the outside of the gates, killing zombies and stuff, you know, stuff like that. She didn't, it's not like she gave it away, though. You know what I mean? She hung it up on the wall. She did the same thing in the comic series. I got a picture I'll throw up right here. You can just see it right there. Okay. And, you know, she did it in the comic series. So I kind of like what she did with it. I like how they portrayed it in the show because it, you know, she hung it up on the wall. It's all nice and pretty. It's not in its sheath or anything. It's just hanging up there. It almost tells a story if you know what I mean. But I like what they did there, and I kind of like where they're going with it. It's always right there in her reach if she ever needs it again. So it's not a big. Rick, man, Rick Grimes, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're going in Shane, dog. In Shane. Don't do that. Okay, I want to talk about Rick for a second, because Rick, through most of the episode, Rick seemed like, I mean, you know, paranoid, of course, but he seemed okay for the most part of the episode until the kiss happened. Now, when he went to kiss Jesse while they was at the party, I think something really messed with Rick's mind, because especially when he seen her holding baby Judith also. So yeah, I think that I think something's about to go down there. Rick's starting to slowly lose his damn mind, I do believe. The way he looked at Jesse and her husband when they were walking down the street at the end of the episode, and then turned around his hand and to the small of his back and grabbed his gun, grabbed the handle of his gun. He thought about it. Now he's still there enough to know that he can't just go shooting up the streets of Alexandria. But the fact that he even turned around and grabbed it is a sign that things are not going to end well. I mean, I don't know if Rick has maybe seen something in her husband that we haven't, or if he just is just, like I said, slowly going in Shane, because that's exactly what Shane did. So I'm hoping that we're not seeing that take place. I'm hoping it kind of seems like it's going there, but then we find out that maybe he's abusing the kid, and then Rick just goes off on him. You know what I mean? I hope it plays out that way, because as of right now, all of our survivors, to be honest, within the walls of Alexandria are going to be considered anti-heroes, because they're good, but they're bad. They're bad for Alexandria, but they're good survivors. You know what I mean? So we just have to wait and see what next episode brings us. Some of the clips that I've seen from next week's episode, it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot more Father Gabriel. Looks like they're going to kind of play a storyline out with him. But we'll just have to see. We actually see Eugene holding a gun, and he's shaking real bad. Motherfucker's just shaking. I don't know what's wrong with it. The last thing I want to throw out there, in case any of you guys missed it, right at the end where you see Rick walking down the street and you see Jesse and her husband walking down the street, if you pay attention, it's only for probably 2 seconds at best. If you pay attention though, right above Rick's head, you see the name of the street, Morgan Street. That, to me, is I think they are trying to foreshadow that we are about to see Morgan in full form here pretty soon. My guess is we're going to see him by season finale. Season finale, I think he's going to find them at Alexandria, and it's going to go down. But that's about all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join my group, Dead to Zombies, on Facebook. I'll put the link in the description below, as well as the Guru link. But yeah, I'll be kicking out updates for every episode from now to the season finale. And then after that, I will probably do some Q&As, shoot them out to you guys. I'm going to be doing YouTube videos on other shows as well. So be on the lookout for that. Game reviews also, I got another one of them I'm kicking out today, later on. So, all my deadheads, you guys rock. Hope you guys have an awesome day.